another edition of One Way, where we go one way towards the west. See how far I can carry this thing along before the phone and whatever fails to work. We are at pretty much 168K, waiting for the sun to set. Putting these beds into our inventory. Yeah, you know what you can stay there, relax and sleep, and start the adventure. Again, gaining a little time and distance because the weather is not very good. So anyway, this is done on a phone, so you hear tapping, scratching, and because the microphone / speaker is in a bad spot, occasionally my fingers cover it and everything gets muffled. It's just the way it is. And when I'm not in the laundromat with all that extra noise, you may notice the echo. That is the quote-unquote recording studio or a utility closet at work. This one probably not be a very long video. I'm hoping to get my laundry done on an earlier day because I've mentioned before, never a good idea to do laundry at a laundromat on days that are very windy, which sounds silly, but I've lost money when the power glitched out and came back. And if it does it multiple times, you can lose tens of dollars doing that. And I'm not exactly Daddy Warbucks. So I'm doing it when it's possible and don't have to worry about the power going out. So maybe we'll hit 170 in this break. The day started out okay weather-wise. Then it wasn't raining when I stepped out, but I looked at the radar and it was in the vicinity, so what's the point? Of course, the nice thing about a nice, cool phone, after turning off all the things and putting on airplane mode, is that the game will run fairly smooth for a while. I was so surprised when I tried 15 frame per second recording because on average it seems to be just a hair over that. And it slowed the thing down. So I guess increments of 30 the phone works in. Now we got land we can't escape, I think. Yeah. You know what? Got a little further along. And here goes the stutters. So quite possibly today's lunch break will be doing this, and quite possibly, I didn't delete the boat. We need not to sink. Right, and here we go. And away we go. Like how the clouds pop in and out because it can't keep up. So the only good thing about these boring winter biomes is that they're fairly easy to move around in. I like to try to not make too much lateral movement, as lateral movement is extra file size in the direction we are not really caring to add. And we just refuse to climb. And we stop for some reason. Well, that snow's deep enough, huh? Just deep enough I couldn't get by it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost went into a ravine. I don't think it was that deep, but it was enough. And there's some of that wonderful old school generation right there. They fixed that in the Java edition, but they never did in the Bedrock. And we can run. I'm pressing the run button. That probably means I want to run, because that makes things go faster. That way, it's going to make our z-axis get bigger. And like I said, to keep the file size down, we try to keep it as close to 0 as we can. I think we got as far as almost like 400 blocks off. Try to avoid that if we can. I'm still not sure if deleting older parts of the world is going to cause a problem or not. When the time comes, I gotta practice. I mean, you know, take the world, try it out, see what happens if I delete places I've been. I'm sure that some of my inventory might disappear, like it did in the Java attempt, in which my computer just decided it wasn't going to do this anymore, even though it was plenty capable. We can move. That's a good idea. 170. $200K maybe in the next or second episode after this one. And we're starting a slideshow. Wonderful. Slideshow time. I did not see the hunger bar move, so okay, that I just walked right into. We're looking for 5 empty drumsticks. Game just has to make it all difficult now, doesn't it? Just can't get there easily, can we? Okay, we like to be moving. Every step of the way, let's impede. That's how it goes. It's getting somewhat close to break ending anyway. And we are at 5 drumsticks. Up. regular food as well. We might dip into that pretty soon. So we are sure not seeing anything. Okay, let's move this way. Okay, we're ending very soon. So, yep. Stutter. Start doing that crap now. And can we put a bed on ice? How about in the direction we're going to be facing? That's the way we've been doing it. Boat is there. And we'll end this segment sleeping. And then we'll pick it up fresh, bright-eyed, and bushy-tailed in the morning once the sun hits the horizon, because the sleep thing won't work otherwise. Yeah, see, a little too early. A little too early still. And good night. Alrighty, we're back. The lunch break. I am contemplating that maybe Sunday morning I might wrap this up and do my laundry instead, because there's a live stream that I want to actually prepare for, and that's the sound of a truck horn and glacier land or icebergs. So I have found, and hit the right way, that might help. My sneaker just hit the edge of the wall. That's what that noise was, if you heard it. And yeah, maybe if I aim, I might be able to swim the correct way and go. Again, one good thing about the icebergs, typically another biome that we can just easily traverse. Usually. Hate making laterals like this, but sometimes you gotta. Is there any land mass in front of us besides that island there on the far left? No. So we're going to boat again. Aim's a little low, but that's alright. Use some more obsidian, whether it's from a smithy or from a broken nether portal, for which we can steal it from, and hopefully actually get some kind of generation in the nether that actually is useful. I didn't want to see mountains. Mountains not want to see. Dolphin power. So, let's see. This way looks a little more promising because it's a little more flat. Alright, we're not going terribly far off course here. Leave the boat. Sink like a stone. Ha, got the boat without having to dive for it. Go. And it's lunch break, so you hear people outside. I try to talk over it so you don't hear them, hear their conversations. Alright, it flattens out there on that side, so I think we could start falling into pits. That one I saw. This may not be a good one. Oh, that's a ravine. That is definitely not a good thing. And so long as I haven't removed or forgot to place a bed, the previous spot that we were in is saved, and we are going to a village on the other side of this, which is a little closer than I thought, as I couldn't see that building all that much. Yeah, you can X. Alright, no, we don't need to be whacking at random things. Any smithies? More bread. Definitely could use that. My inventory is completely screwed up. Pardon me. That came out of nowhere. Allergy season. God, I love it. Alright. Doesn't seem to be much of anything here. Yeah, there's a building down there. A couple of them up here. Let's just run and stop for some reason. Well, we got a smithy over here, so that makes it worthwhile. Or does it? Okay, that's almost used up. So yeah, we were actually trying to replace those. And I'm hitting a button that doesn't exist. Armor isn't all that bad. Fall down. Not get back up, because, yep. We should be moving at some point, and hopefully this point is it. Sounds like the rain pipe, which you probably, the water-like noise you're hearing, because it's raining. That's probably what you're hearing, the bang. Sounds like it's leaking. Suddenly we wind up in areas where we have to keep jumping and jumping, which is wasting fuel. Every time I make a turn, it's going to Alright, we need a bed. Okay, that actually looks orderly like it normally is. As long as we don't place this where it can be obstructed, we're going to be fine. I actually somehow managed to do that in my 50th birthday world off camera. Somehow a bed wound up being obstructed. No idea how. Because I've used it numerous times and haven't moved it. Although it might be moved soon, because I'm going to move the operations, which are in front of the Union Station building to the rear. And we can keep going. 172, that's a pretty nice number. See, I'm possibly thinking the very day that I put the video together, I upload them on Mondays, but the very day that I put the video together will be the day that I put the final pieces of this particular episode all together, let it compile, and there you have it. Alright, I think we're far enough now. Up one more. And turn. Place bed. Sleep. And there we go. 172.15. After a few steps. And we can keep going. Igloos are generally interesting, but not in this case. We just care about making forward progress or anything that may help us move forward. Saw village. Yeah, you can run. Double tap means run. What if we get to like 176 for this particular stretch of run? We're going to get somewhat close to 200K by the time this episode is over. Probably not enough for the next episode to reach, but you never know. And slideshow ring. I love when the game slideshows. Because who needs control or stability? Just run annoyingly slow. Alright, I think we can get over. Jump and nothing happens. That's just great. Finally back in the warm territory where it typically is a bit easier to traverse. May not be perfect, but somewhat easier. Swamps, they're hit and miss. Super flat, but then water happens. Then lily pads. Then that somehow happened. The one place where an underwater ravine happens is where I jumped. Yeah, I took a chance there, thinking maybe I could just simply drop onto another tree, but that didn't work. I see a village. Nothing there. Okay, we can move. Yeah, we can break. We can break. Yeah, no interesting buildings in this village. Yeah, it almost dropped. And this oddball out in the middle of nowhere. Nothing. Kind of a useless village. Oh, broken portal. We were talking about one of those. And yes, I realize I just walked through a magma block. Hey, 15 there. I think we can try for it. I've learned from the first time, good idea to do it after a sleep, not beforehand. Because we came out in the dark, had to fight monsters, not fun. Not sure how many pieces we have, but we're trying to grab as many as we can, but be quick about it. Alright, so if you go back, we have 24. We'll put it there. We'll take this and replace it with a bed. So what we will do actually, I shouldn't be running by animals at this point, is we can run the player. That's a start. Swing the sword probably should hit something. It's already turning dark. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put a bed right here. Put our thing here. Alright, so then we can put a chest here. Fill it with this, don't need that. And one bed just in case. Actually, we don't need to do that because we got the bed right here. Sleep. Alright, so we got that set up. And let's swap these guys out so we have a chance. A little late, but let's see what we get. Did we get lucky or not? And we have a little bit of fallback if we were to die. Now we're just waiting to see where we wind up. Ooh. And we're going the wrong direction. We should be moving this. Oh, what of course. Oh, wait a minute. There's some actual progress we can make. And progress we could make. Alright, so now that's why we made a second one a while ago. This is why we wore gold. Yes. Bad. Really? Can run. Somehow they do themselves. Whoa, that went in my face. I didn't like that. Alright. Break. Good. Alright, this is about as far as we're going to get. So we made actual headway this time. Yeah, it's getting a bit close to quitting time, so what I need to do is we still have a little bit of room here. What I might do is actually quit down here. It up in here. I can still go a little further along. Yeah, we can break. We can break. This is not looking like a favorable place to be right now. Yeah, it's getting close to playing time, so what I'll do is we break. And we'll break this one. This'll go. This'll go. Not that one, but of course it had to. I think we've made pretty good progress, so put that there, put this here, and what I'll do is lock us in here. We should be safe. Stand somewhat in the middle. When we come back, we'll go through and see where we wind up. Alrighty, we are at the laundromat phase. Washer cycle, we left making this portal because it pretty much is a dead end. So let's see where it takes us. Many weeks later, we'll find out. If this ever gets really long, we'll just cut out the wait. There have been instances where the game just simply stops. Or it'll run for several seconds but not have a video. $176. And I just realized I forgot to turn off the had to turn on airplane mode, so unless it gets unbearable, we'll keep it running. So we did make some gains, and well, here comes Mr. Sun. We'll just use our momentum to swim over to the islands. Whatever comes closest. And of course, other people come in, we keep it kind of quiet. Hey, there are the clouds. First, we need a bed. And let's use a white bed to match the weather conditions. Why not? Unless we come to a village, then we won't need it. We can just sleep in one of theirs. Just be careful not to break the bed. We don't want to do that. And we open the door. Useless. And we did not ask for that. Free bed. Nothing here. Feel so bad stealing a bed from these people, but tons of emeralds. Okay. I think they might be on me. Alright, let's get out of Dodge, as I was going to say, but like I said, when there's people in here, I tend to try not to talk much. Need to spend these emeralds. And another village nearby. Same kind. We can move. I like moving. We can move. Yeah, I think it's time to, once this phase ends, we need to turn on the airplane mode, because the performance went to hell in a handbasket pretty quickly. Yeah, nothing here. I won't even bother checking that. Yeah, we're going to get close to 200K. We're not going to hit it. We could be moving. We're double tapping. It means run. Yeah, it should have went this way. You know, it'll help is if we can actually move. And we're going to eat now. And we got an abandoned village. Oh, come on. No, this just sucks. We're gonna come back, put on airplane modes, and it should run better. Alright. Let's see if it runs a little bit better now. Well, I've used the phone today to do something, so that means it's going to run like crap because it got mildly warm. You know, we can use our just with food in them. Alright, you know what? Need to keep moving on. Not going to be struggling. Yeah, of course now I'm going to say something, it's going to change, but yes, it's moving, it's running significantly better now. Now that we get airplane mode on, plus it uses less battery. So once it gets 1 or 2/100ths of a degree warmer, it's going to really slow down into a slideshow that we could have won into the lava in. Alright, we're just going to put the boat in. View up. Really hard to get the boat to aim the right way when this thing's slideshow is really bad, because it got used for a few minutes today. And with the chip shortage and the whole the way the world works right now, it's just, unless things really get bad, it's just probably best to wait for things to get better before you get a new phone. Or unless this thing croaks. One or the other will do it. Anyway, leave the boat. the boat. Get on the land. We can run. Yeah, we can keep going. I didn't say stop. All right, get the bed ready. There's a point that we can move. All right, let's move. Seriously, just place the bed and sleep. Get the job done. There we go. We're still in our okay, let's move where things shouldn't spawn. Nice jump, because slideshow, whenever we're trying to actually execute anything. Okay, break. Go. Sometimes force are a pain. Yeah, we can go. I didn't say walk, I said go. Quite a different story. Once again, we waited a little too long. This should go here. X a few hundred times and get going. Yeah, I don't know if this way is actually going to skip anything, or it's going to be worse or better. Not sure. A little better. case I've put the boat where I could easily get it, and I can't. Yet I do the same thing in an area where it was difficult the last time. Instantly got my boat back. Funny how that works. Oh yay, dark forests. We love those. Funny if we found a mansion. Of course, because the idea is to get stuff and go as fast as we can towards hopefully the far lands or some significant math errors calculating our position relative to 0, and we could say we've at least accomplished something. Not sure how well it would work in Bedrock. I know how to trim the file size on the Java edition. It's just my village just hard to. The computer just didn't like playing it anymore. I'm hoping we don't run into the same problem. I mean, I know this phone's going to have its limits. As I know, with a nearly 1 gig world that I tried to play on it, it did not like it too much. It would run fine for like a second and load, run fine for a second and load, and rinse and repeat. It was unplayable. I mean, this is bad enough. We can grab. Hey, that's a nice concept. Instead of repeating myself 8 billion times, we can grab stuff. We chose you. Good enough. We're not running. Not really much more here that we need to look at. Swamp. This could be good or bad. It's also almost time for the dryer cycle. And we suddenly stop swimming. Another village. Can we get there in a timely manner and borrow a bed? So we don't have to use one of ours. Yeah, I did it right. For a minute I thought I saw Smithy, but no, I didn't. We're going to borrow this house. So basically I'm going to restart this from here after we sleep the night. You can see the sun peeking up right there, so you know it's about time. So, see you on the flip side. We're back. Sun's setting. Wake the villager. Let me borrow your bed for today and I'll be on my way. It was close enough that I decided I'd let you see me sleep it off. 180. So yeah, we're probably going to be 190, maybe 190 and change. Thought I saw something on the left, but I didn't. So we're on the dryer phase, if I haven't mentioned that already, which means that when the dryer's almost done, we're done for the week. And village, literally just walked into a village. We can move. Yeah, this is becoming not worth it. It's too much effort, and we're trying to get somewhere fast. A villager wandered out this far, and we're pushing backwards. Might mean go backwards. My finger wasn't that far off the center. Imagine if we did one of these episodes and I didn't have to struggle with the thing not listening to what I'm inputting. It's amazing. A little bit of jogging around allows us to keep moving at a high rate of speed. And here we go with the slideshow routine. Why are we not running? I asked for running. Running means faster. Yet you don't seem to ever get that. Alright, getting closer towards the 0 on the north-south axis, and let's actually make progress, not just jump around like an idiot. We're at $1.80. Not sure what that comes to in miles. Alright, now we're ever so slightly more on the southern axis, which, whatever. We're a lot closer to 0. Drifting towards the 0. Heading more north. Until now. Alright, the more we go to the left, the more the terrain generates in. Alright, it actually isn't. Now we're pretty much surrounded. And how about climb? I think the sun's setting. It's definitely slide showing. But we got a ruined portal. We can grab some stuff from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a bed right here. You can turn. Place a bed. X. Yeah, you got to press it at least 36 times. No chest in this one, or it's buried somewhere that I'm not willing to look for. The only thing that sucks is how long it takes to break this stuff. 10 seconds a piece, but the way this game works, that's quite a long time. Oh, there's the chest. We got 12. Maybe when we fire up the next portal, we'll get lucky and get another large advancement in terms of how far we get along. Okay, how about no? How about we break the obsidian? We break the obsidian. How many times must we double tap to make an action happen? Oh, that's why. Alright, so we either need to find another smithy, alright, so this is what we're going to do. Bye. I'm pressing buttons, we shouldn't be ignoring them. And did we pick anything else up? We're at 17. We're at 17 obsidian. We'd like to have at least 20. 10 to make the portal. And I know I could probably spend time breaking down the one in the nether, but then the way the nether works in Bedrock, it's over-infested. And you're likely to be killed if you're standing still for too long. Unless you dig a tunnel, successfully barricade yourself. Not be unfortunate enough to get one where there's a little packet of lava buried in where you're digging the tunnel. Is that a village right away, or is that just... Yep, that was a village. I thought I saw something that resembled a field, but here's a smithy. This could help. We can turn again. More diamonds, that's helpful, I guess. Let's see how our armor is doing. Meh, we could replace that. And we're not really doing horribly bad, but I guess it's rare that these smithies actually have something they can use. Okay, we can go in and we can break the bed. Replace the one that we used. We're not moving. I don't know why. We should be able to move. double tap to move. I have another village right away. I wonder if the odds are ridiculously small for a smithy to have obsidian. I mean, it does happen, but it's just not very frequent. That is not one. That is not one. We get enough food that I don't care if we're skipping them. I don't even know what it might look like in certain village types. And of course, we don't manage to make that jump. Yeah, nothing here to care about. $182. So pretty much like every time I end an episode, because like I said, I'm not sure where the math errors actually start. But you got to be starting to get to a point where the floating point won't be right. And what will happen is, and it's going to be hard to see on a really poor performing piece of equipment like this, but it will be skipping every about 1/16 of a block. So there's 16 pixels vertically and horizontally that make up an average texture in the game. Like these blocks, like the grass blocks, are 16 by 16, and so are most of the other blocks. You will start to be able to see that every time we pass the 15th pixel, it'll skip over 16 and start on the first pixel of the next block. So basically we'll be, while we will still be moving forward at the same pace, it'll be drawn 1/16 slower, so it appears that we walk 15 pixels perfectly fine, then we stutter ahead one. But like I said, at the with the equipment we're using, who knows if we can even pick that up. I know in the 450 range or so it actually exists, but I want to know where it starts. And sure enough, when I wanted to look for where it starts on YouTube, I can't find the video. Well, almost into that. Yep, just what we were trying to avoid, and wound up going into it anyway. Bed. And it looks like it'll be boat time. So I'm going to place a bed. Place a boat. Still too bright out. Alright, I'm just checking how much time's on the dryer. Okay, I know how much time I got left. The horizon was a little further lower than it appeared. Amazing how easy it is to see when it doesn't bother to generate the land. See, none of that was there. Will we hit 190? Because if we do, the next episode is definitely 200,000. If we come pretty close, there should be enough material to get there. Enough. Alrighty. Yeah, that's called indecision. And that's called slideshowing, because the phone got ever so slightly warm. I'm glad that worked out well. Like anything else, why should it? If I really want to be moving right now, I'm sure not. show any more. Why did we not board? Got a shipwreck on the left. But like I said, things that we normally would stop for and explore, or people that are actually good at this game would stop at and explore, yeah, we don't do that. Well, it looks like no matter where we're going, it's mountains. Turn. I know turning is a complicated thing that requires a lot of processing. Like, draw a pixel. I mean, that's like super demanding. Will we make it to 190? Because, boy, this thing does not want to move. That'd be wonderful if we can. Move. Oh, right between the uprights. Okay, how about some control? With slide showing, it's really hard to control anything. Okay, X, bed. How about move the player? That's even better, because it makes move happen. Another 10 minutes or so. Next sleep cycle, I will need to check to see how far the dryer has come along. We're going to need some beds. We can make more, but we like to raid them from villages so we don't have to deplete the supply. After our first series of deaths, we went quite a long ways. I think we've gone about 150,000 blocks. Somewhere in that range. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's no way around it there, because that would mean something would go the right way. Of course, get up. Slideshow, because that required you to do something. It required an action. I don't know. I think we'll boat. Get on the boat. Aim so we can see where we're going. Seems we're not going to avoid the mountains. And we can move. Yeah, I see the flatter land, but we need to be climbed. run. We can run. Yeah, let's climb. Hello, move. What are we stuttering for? Did I ask you to actually do something? Like move? Change a direction? Oh, there's a big glitch part right there where the world just isn't generating in until we get on top of it. Eat the food. Maybe it'll be easier to go up this way, as strange as that may seem. There's no safe way down. That was definitely not it. That guy scared me. I usually could see he was coming in. No. Out. Alright, it's almost time to check the dryer. So that means that we're going to be pretty close to finishing up this cycle. How about running? 100% better idea. Alright, that's not a floaty thing. I like to collapse those, just because it's fun. And, yep, we can move. New concept. I can change the direction. We don't slideshow and put in a mega computer's worth of effort to figure out what we're trying to do. strange monolithic mountain over there. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to plunge a couple more blocks. Yeah, we can break. I'm just going to put a bed here. Eat here. Sleep here. Yeah, it's almost time to call it a day. At least in terms of, the episode. In fact, if we're coming to straight up ocean, we'll just call it a day. And we can go. Whoa, for a minute I thought I might have overcorrected and we'll hit land. Alright, good news is we still have terrain that we can traverse. Dolphin power definitely helps. We're getting pretty close. In fact, we'll end it right here. Just before we hit the forest, let's see where we're at. We're at 187, 877. And not quite as far as I was hoping to get, but not bad. So that's this edition of One Way. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.